What's up, guys? Today we're going to be covering the major scale even more in depth, okay? So it's going to be a little bit more advanced, but I promise you guys can handle it, okay? So as we know, on one string, right, if you're going to play the major scale, this is the pattern you're going to follow, okay? It's going to be 1, 2, 3, half step, and guess what? You're going to repeat that. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, half step. Okay, and the minor scale kind of does the same thing. It has a pattern, right, of 3 notes, and it doubles that pattern, and then it has 2 whole steps at the end. Okay, so one more time, right, for the major scale, 1, 2, 3, half step, 1, 2, 3, half step. Okay, so now I want you guys to look at this. I'm sure a lot of you have seen the major scale played this way. So what is the problem with playing it like that? Well, I'm going to tell you what the problem is, okay? The problem is it's not following the same patterns or shapes that you were doing when you were playing on one string, okay? Not even close to it, okay? But I have another way that you can play the major scale going across the strings that looks just a little bit more like what we're used to when we're only on one string, okay? So, this should make a lot of sense to you, okay? It really should. And I also want to say this real quick. When I play this version of the major scale, watch. Okay, I don't need to play anymore because that was the major scale. I already completed it. So when you're playing that version of the major scale across the strings, you're actually playing it 2 times. So look. We played the major scale 2 times there, not 1 time. So that's also what I feel like can make this confusing for people whenever they're not told this. Because really, you can just go halfway, right? When you're improvising, when you're playing on your own. And just going halfway is enough because they made you play it 2 times. So the version I'm going to show you of the major scale looks a lot more familiar to when you play it on 1 string. So again, if you're playing the major scale on 1 string, you have 1, 2, 3, half step, 1, 2, 3, half step. Okay, it's a little bit hard for me to play too because this tripod is in the way, so I'm having to reach around it with my arm, but I want you guys to see the fretboard, okay? So here is another way to play the major scale, okay? So I'm going to start at A on the low E string, okay? I'm going to do my pattern, 1, 2, 3. Now guess what? On the next string, same thing. 1, 2, 3. And guess what now? There's only 2 notes left. So let's repeat this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And now you just have 1, 2. How easy is that? It makes a lot more sense because we're repeating that 1, 2, 3 shape 2 times, just like you do when you're on 1 string, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So there's a major scale for you. Now, if you want to take that across the strings again, you can, okay? So now once you're here, that's your next starting point, okay? Because that is also an A note. So from there, we're going to be doing the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But this time, we're not going to be going down here and doing that because that's off over here, okay? It's going to be here. So let me show you the difference real quick. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I go down. But here, I do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I don't have to go down. I just stay right here where I'm at. And that's it, okay? So this is just an easier way for you to remember how to play the major scale going across the strings if you're a beginner, okay? Or if you're somewhere near the beginning of your journey, intermediate, whatever. So from this, I think it's good to actually learn the other version of the major scale. So the one that's... And And guess what? Now you have 3 ways you can play the major scale, right? Technically 4. I don't know. You could really justify it being 4, 5, 3 on how you count it, but you get the point. There are multiple ways to play the major scale. I didn't even go over all of them. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Maybe in the next video, I'll show you guys another way to play the major scale. But basically, it has something to do with modes, okay? And this is what I mean. So like, actually, no, I'm not going to continue because I'm going to save that for next time, okay? I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible. So we're going to go ahead and end it there, okay? The next video is going to be covering the minor scale in the same fashion, okay? So today we really took the major scale and we went 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, the minor scale is going to do something very similar, okay? You know how the minor scale has its 1, 2, 3. Guess what? 1, 2, 3. So we'll be going over all of that in the next video, which should be coming very shortly. So see you guys then. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Let me know if you have questions, and I will see you soon.